Hello everybody. Let me reposition myself. I am ridiculously tired. Just got off work. It wasn't the craziest day ever, but it wasn't like, you know, the gentilest day ever. So I thought that today would be a really great day to do another video for you guys. And with that being said, I thought that we should do kind of like a mukkbang? I never learned how to say it right. I don't have ridiculous amounts of food in front of me, and I obviously don't have the greatest camera set up on the planet, but I still thought it would be fun, and I thought we should try it together. And since we're gonna do that, it's all like leaky. I don't like how Panda Express leaks everywhere. Hang on. I'm gonna give you guys like a sneak peek. It's like dripping everywhere. It looks great though. Smells really good. Okay. So, I want to talk about, honestly, I came into this video with like a purpose and shit. I have a hair in my mouth. Should I try first? Orange chicken. It's like just spicy enough. That's so good. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hold my food up for you guys to see it, but I'll try. So I want to talk a little bit about like The Masked Singer. Have you guys heard of it? If you haven't, it's so bad. I want you guys to watch it. I think there's only 2 episodes out right now. But they're both so bad. And it's just so worth it. So, let's get into it. By the way, if you hear water, I have a fish tank, and you guys are sitting right up against it. So if you see me looking up here, I'm watching my fish. So The Masked Singer is a show on Fox, and it's essentially like another singing competition that was advertised as the singing competition where, you know, all these singing stars would dress up and, you know, hide their identity from the judges, and then the judges would try and guess who they are, which sounds so dumb to me. And I guess it's a good concept, but like, it's just a concept. And they very obviously did no fleshing out. So the way the competition works is not important because it is never made important. The show is so ridiculously awful that if it were ever to be important, they would have to make the show better. But I care about it so little that I just can't. I just can't. I don't think that talking about any episode so far in specifics is necessarily a good idea. Because I have found that it is so hard to remember. And there are, like I said, there are only 2 episodes out right now. I think by the time I upload this video, there may be a 3rd. But it is so hard for me to figure out which episode is which, because nothing happens. And I realize I'm being super vague right now, but I don't know where to begin. I guess I would begin with the judges. Because the judges are so poor. Like, they're just so bad. And individually, I feel like these guys may or may not have good chemistry, except for Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke can go back to sitting in his big, lovely Hollywood home and never doing anything like this ever again. But everybody else I've seen act naturally, and they're best acting naturally. But it's so, the way that they have these judges behave is just so scripted and so it's so flat. And they don't even have, it's like they don't even have the judges in the same room as the competition. Like, it's very obviously that the judge's booth is a different set than the actual competition booth. And even the audience looks scripted. Like, there are parts where they flash to a third set where there's supposed to be, like, quote-unquote audience members that are, like, doing something. But none of it looks natural. Like they'll flip to the, like, audience members, and they'll be whispering to each other, and they won't be doing anything. Like all they're doing is whispering to each other. But it's very obvious they're not whispering to each other about something that they're looking at, because they're not looking at anything. They're looking at set. It's disgusting. And so, the competition itself is super scripted. There's no audience participation. There's, you know, they try to make it seem like there is, but there's not. I'm sorry, the food is so good. They try to make it seem like when you're voting for someone to be unmasked, that you're, like, the people are actually doing it. But in reality, this was scripted, like, months in advance. And now they're just showing it to you on a screen. At one point, spoiler alert, I think it was Cheech from Cheech and Chong gets unmasked. Which, by the way, just saying, the first 5 minutes of the show, I could have told you who was getting unmasked. Like, I could have told you. The first 5 minutes of the show. This is water. This is where I keep my water, in a spray bottle, in case I get hot. So Cheech gets unmasked, and Nick Cannon walks up to Cheech and goes, "So Cheech, why did you decide to come on the show?" And Cheech is like, I wanted to step out of my comfort zone. And you're sitting there like, no, Cheech, it's because the studio paid you. Because you're an actor. And I thought that this competition was supposed to be, you know, like, mostly singing stars. But it's not. So how am I supposed to guess who's singing? Oh, but they figured that out, don't worry. They put in these videos that are supposed to tell you clues, you know? And the entire time that you're watching these clues, you're watching the judges pop up in the bottom right corner and interject with the dumbest shit. Like, I think for Cheech's clues video, there was like so he made a very obvious reference to Hawaii, or Hawaii. I think it's Hawaii. He made a very obvious reference to where he's from. And then oh my god, my guppies are gonna pick on my goldfish. No. Anyway, so the license plate on this car in the clue video had Cheech's birthday. as a license plate. So I'm like, oh, that's a clue. But then in the corner, one of the judges comes up and is like, an old car? Oh, they might be into cars. And I'm like, okay. That wasn't the clue, but go off. Go off, I guess. It just made me so disappointed. And then they had him, like, so then another lady comes up, and she's obviously a professional singer. And the judges guess, like, they guess 3 people that are from, like, I don't know, more recent years. But then they asked the singer, they're like, when did you start singing? And she's like, the 50s. And I guess one more person. And then they're like, here are the options as to who it could be. And they still had those 3 options from recent years. I'm like, this could not be those people. You are an idiot. I don't know, it made me mad. It made me mad. I'm not going to finish this, so I'm going to save it. Because I have a tiny belly. I don't know. All I'm saying is, they should really put forth more of an effort. Like, for real. Egg roll. I always thought, oh, egg rolls don't smell good to me. They just don't. They just don't smell good. Panda Express egg rolls especially do not smell good. I think that's just because they sit under the warmer for so long. But they just don't smell good to me. And they have so much basil in them. Whew, that's a lot of basil. Wow. Wow. That's a lot of basil. Anyway, I didn't think that this was going to be a long video. You know, I thought it was going to be more of a short one. A little bit more of like a sit down, eat a quick dinner, talk to you guys, see how you guys are. You know? Anyway, if for whatever reason any of you have video suggestions, please send them my way. I'll be sure to check them out. Thank you for coming on my long, unedited, raw footage adventure. If you guys want to see more videos like this, comment below, leave a like, do whatever. And I'll see you guys whenever I get to posting next. Alright. Bye!